Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I've got 10 training drills to work on your first touch. All you need is a football, a wall, and 4 cones. So let's get into it. So we're starting things off nice and easy with a simple 2-touch drill. And all 10 drills are going to be performed inside this box that I've created with 4 cones. Each cone is placed 4 steps apart from each other to form a square. So for the first drill, we're just taking 1 touch with the inside of our foot to set the ball. Then our second touch is to play it back to the wall or our training partner. So we're making sure we're using the inside of both feet. You can control and pass with the same foot, or you can control with one foot and pass with the opposite foot. So play around with it. But this is just a great way to warm up, get a good feel of the ball, get the touch nice and clean before we move into some more advanced drills. I'd recommend going for 20 to 30 reps with drill 1. Drill 2 is forwards touches. So this time we're working on a bit of directional first touch, getting the ball out of our feet. So as you can see, I'm starting at the back of the square this time, in between those 2 cones, playing the ball at the wall. Then as it's on its way back, I'm meeting the ball and taking my first touch forwards to the front of the square between those 2 cones. Then I'm just turning around and repeating it. So I'm getting a good amount of touches with my right and left foot. So as you can see, playing at the wall, meeting the ball, working on the weight of that touch, making sure it's out my feet. This is important. You don't want to get the ball stuck under your feet, especially if there's pressure on you. So it's good to take your first touch in a direction. We're just using the inside of the foot for this drill, getting that touch out of our feet, turning, returning to the line, and then repeating this. Again, I recommend going for 20 to 30 reps, getting a good balance with your right and left foot. Drill 3 is another directional first touch, making sure we're getting the ball out of our feet. We're using the inside of our foot once again, but this time we're taking our touch either side of that square. So making sure that first touch goes in between the cones, creating distance between the ball and ourselves. We're trying to create that distance between the defender. It's great when you have a defender on your back and you use a touch like this just to create a little bit of space so you have more time to make your next move. So we're using the inside of the foot, getting an equal amount of reps on your right and left side. But as you can see, as the ball is arriving, my toes are almost pointed 90 degrees. Then I'm hooking them back to the inside to make contact with the ball so that I'm flicking it 90 degrees. So once again, I'd recommend going for 20 to 30 reps, equal amount of reps on your right and left foot. For drill 4, we're taking that directional first touch 90 degrees once again, but this time we're using the outside of the foot. So to do this, you're going to point your toes almost towards the inside, and then you're going to point them forwards to make contact with the ball to push it 90 degrees. Another great first touch if you have a defender on your back. And if you want to make this a little bit more deceptive, as you'll see at times, sometimes I'm rotating my hips, making it look like I'm going in the opposite direction to which I take the first touch. So a little movement with the hips sometimes is just enough to off balance the defender so that you can take that first touch and you can actually beat them with that first touch only. You don't need to perform any other skill move. The first touch will do its job. Trying to keep this one clean, once again going for 20 to 30 reps, getting an equal amount of reps on your right and left foot. In drill 5, we're taking another 90-degree touch. This time we're using the back foot. So we are taking an inside of the foot first touch, but instead of hooking it across our body, we're actually opening up our hips and allowing the ball to come across us and taking our first touch with the inside of the foot of that back foot. So as you can see, as I'm turning to the right hand side, I'm taking the ball with my right foot. As I turn to the left, I'm taking the ball with my left foot. Really trying to meet it as the ball arrives at your feet. Nice and sharp, getting the ball out 90 degrees, pushing it out. So it's almost like a miniature pass into your own path. This is going to create separation between you and the defender and give you more time and space to make your next move. Once again, 20 to 30 reps, equal amount on both sides. Drill 6 is the turn and push. So once again, we're receiving the ball with the back foot, but instead of pushing it 90 degrees, we're taking an inside touch to stop the ball, pivoting 180 degrees, taking another touch with the outside of the same foot to push it in front of us. So this is a great way to turn sharply in the middle of the park. So you central midfielders who are receiving the ball from your centre backs, if you can do this and turn on the ball sharply, you're going to get on the attack quicker. Once again, 20 to 30 reps. Drill 7 is the directional first touch. So this time we're inside the square, juggle the ball a few times, then we kick it above head height, and then we're going to trap the ball between the ground and our foot, but we're trying to keep the ball on the move and be accurate with that touch to push it between the cones in all 4 directions of the square. And for this one, you want to be creative. Use the inside the foot, use the left foot, use the outside of the foot, turn on the ball, just try and manipulate the ball from the air, get it on the ground, but actually pushing it in the direction you want the ball to go. That's what separates good players from great players when it comes to first touch. A good player can get the ball under control, but a great player can get the ball on the move so that they can be more efficient and get their team on the attack quicker with just their first touch. Once again, take 20 to 30 reps, equal amount on both feet. Drill 8 is precision touches. We're going to juggle the ball, kick it above head height once again, but this time we're kicking the ball outside the square, then we want to take our first touch back inside the square. So for this one, you're going to have to be a lot more precise with your first touch, a little bit of awareness needed as well. So you're going to kick it out the square, then once again trying to trap the ball between the ground and your foot, but keep it on the move. So it's almost like a pass into your path, but once again being accurate with that first touch in multi directions. So kicking the ball outside the square and taking your first touch in the square. So once again, you're going to have to work on that weight too. So if you push the ball a lot further outside the square, you're going to have to take a heavier first touch. If the ball's nearer the square, you're going to have to lighten up that touch a little bit so that it doesn't get away from you. Once again, with this one, go for 20 to 30 reps. Make sure you get a good variety, working on both feet and taking it with the inside the foot, the outside the foot. Just be as creative as you possibly can. Drill 9 is cushion touches. So we're back inside the square this time, juggling the ball, kicking it above head height, and this time we're just settling the ball, trying to get it on the ground as quickly as we possibly can with a cushioned touch. So the key for this one is to keep your foot low so that when you make contact with the ball, there isn't much distance between the ground and the ball, so it's not going to bounce. It's going to settle nicely under full control. Once again, getting an equal amount of reps with your right and left foot. I'd recommend 20 to 30 reps if you possibly can. It's not a very intense one, so you can go for more repetitions on this one. Not much movement involved. Just really working on settling that ball, removing your foot at the last second to create that cushion effect and get the ball under control. And drill 10 is high-low touches. So we're inside the square, we're keeping the ball up the entire time this time, taking one touch below head height, followed by another touch above head height. And we're going to repeat this rhythm for as many reps as we possibly can. I would recommend going for about 20 to 30 reps with your right foot, and then do the same with your left. It doesn't matter if the ball drops, just pick up where you left off from. But this is a great drill for working on that weight of touch, learning how to keep the ball below head height, and then one above. So there we go, guys, 10 training drills that you can use to develop that all-important first touch. And if you want to take your touch to the next level, make sure you've checked out Controllo, my very own 7-day first touch training program. I'm going to put a link in the description, which will take you over to my website, where you can pick up that program full of exercises to develop your first touch. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.